Hi everyone and welcome! Today let's make chocolate flan. It is easy and quick to make. The longest in the process is waiting for the flan to cool and set. Therefore, it's best to make it the day before you want to eat it. The ready flan might look small, but it is so rich that a small piece will be enough. Flan is prepared in a water bath. It can be done in the oven, but I prefer to do it on the stove. I will use a pot which is meant for making flan and has a lid which can be tightly closed so that water does not get in. To start, let's put the big pot on the stove and put water in it to heat for the water bath. To measure how much water I need, I will put in the pot holder and the empty flan pot and fill the water a bit less than up to the middle of the flan pot. It is better to put a little less than needed and add later than to add too much water, as I don't want it to splash too much when boiling with the flan inside. Let's put the lid on the pot and put it to heat. Let's grease the flan pot or form with some oil or butter. And we will prepare the flan in a blender. We need to mix all the ingredients well. Let's put in the blender 2 room temperature eggs, 50 grams sugar, 4 grams cornstarch, half a teaspoon of vanilla, 60 grams unsweetened cocoa powder, a can of sweetened condensed milk, and 120 milliliters of whole fat milk. And blend everything together. If needed, stop the blender and scrape the sides of the blender to make sure everything blends in the batter. And continue blending till the batter is smooth and everything is well integrated. Let's pour the batter in the prepared flan pot. Now let's close the lid and put it in the big pot with boiling water to cook for about 50-55 minutes. Now I will add a little more water so that the water is approximately up to the middle of the flan pot. Put the lid on and increase the stove temperature to get the added water heated up faster. When the water boils, I reduce the stove temperature to medium-low so that the water keeps slowly boiling but does not splash. When the time has passed, I turn off the stove, remove the lid from the pot and wait for a few minutes till the water stops bubbling before removing the flan from the big pot. Now we need to let it cool in room temperature, which will take a few hours. Just removed from the water bath, the flan looks a bit bubbly, foamy and very soft, a bit wiggly. So I will put the lid back on and leave it to cool. The flan has cooled, it looks stiffer and has slightly separated from the sides of the pot. Now I will run a knife around the edges of the flan, put the lid back on and put it in the fridge for the night to set fully. Now the flan has had plenty of time to set and be ready. Let's take it out of the fridge and have the plate ready where we want to put it. Let's run a knife around the edges of the flan. Put the plate on top, flip it and give it a little shake to remove from the pot. In case, for whatever reason, it does not come out and is stuck to the bottom of the pot. What I do is flip it back, boil some water, and put a few centimeters of the water in a bowl and put the flan with the pot in the bowl and wait for a minute. The hot water will melt a little layer of flan on the bottom of the pot and it will easier come out of it. And we have the chocolate flan on a plate now. Decorate it as you wish and enjoy. The flan is soft, creamy and very chocolatey. Thank you for joining me today and see you next week. Bye!